All right, y'all, I have got to give a trigger warning because this is truly one of the absolute worst Daily Dirty Teacher stories I have ever done. A special education teacher allegedly raped her 10-year-old special education student, and his semen was allegedly found in her classroom. A 32-year-old Spokane, Washington elementary special education teacher is accused of raping, drop the G, and molesting her 10-year-old student. This was over the course of several months in at least one of the school's classrooms. The teacher is also accused of showing the little boy sexual videos she took of herself. This is Mihaela Benavidez, and she was arrested early yesterday morning on Friday, March 13th, and that was at her home. She was then booked into the Spokane County Jail. She reportedly worked at Stevens Elementary School. She was booked on charges of suspicion of first-degree child rape and first-degree child molestation, and her bond was set at $750,000. The local prosecutor said Mihaela used her power as a teacher over the student to sexually assault him multiple times. According to reports, the investigation into her started on February 12th. The principal of the school called authorities to report that another student's family member heard repeated statements that the child victim made about sex acts with the teacher. Reportedly, Mihaela was removed from teaching when the district found out about the allegations against her. It was said police went to her home on the same day the investigation started on February 12th, but she would not speak to them and requested a lawyer. The little boy was eventually interviewed by a child forensic expert, and during the interview, he told the expert he had sex with Mihaela, and all of this started around winter break. He said the assaults happened almost every day, sometimes as much as 5 times per day, and that they usually occurred in a classroom that was adjacent to the main classroom. The boy further said that their sexual encounters would last about 5 minutes because that's how long their breaks were. He also said some of the sexual abuse occurred on a beanbag chair inside the classroom, and there was a freaking semen stain on that chair that was tested. The child also told detectives that she told him not to tell anyone because she'd get in a lot of trouble. Furthermore, the child said Mihaela would give him brownies, but not any other students, and she would also let him use her phone during school. The boy reported through a cousin that Mihaela would take videos of herself using sex toys, and she then sent them to the student. He also said she had an app on her phone that would suggest dares and weird stuff. According to reports, the victim's mom found out about these details through text messages the victim had with his cousin. She shared those screenshots with authorities. Reportedly, videos that were taken this year and obtained by authorities showed sexually explicit images of Mihaela while talking about the boy. There were also multiple videos from January 23rd that showed her and the young victim having sex in the classroom. Deputies executed a search warrant on February 13th of her home. It was said they had to force open her front door because she was not there and she would not answer her phone. They then seized some of her personal belongings, and that included her cell phone. They found several videos of sexual content that were consistent with the boy's descriptions of the video she would show him. Police further said she contacted the victim from her cell phone after search warrants were served on February 12th and February 13th. She is now scheduled to be arraigned this coming week in a few days on March 17th. Y'all, I have never in my life, this is absolutely terrible. This monster right here deserves life in prison if these allegations are true. A 10-year-old, sex in a classroom. Absolutely disgusting. For more Daily Dirty Teacher stories and other true crime news, make sure to follow and subscribe over on YouTube.